And the most common mistake to make when you're thinking about strategic decisions is what? It's to forget that they're strategic. It's to forget that the other players are going to change their behavior. In this example, the other firm cuts back its production so much as to make that investment profitable. But let me give you two other examples. Example number one, you're designing a tax policy for the US. The dumb way to analyze this is to say, look at what people are doing now, push through the new tax numbers, and act like an accountant and crunch out how much money the government's going to make. Right? Why is that wrong? Because you're forgetting that as you change the tax code, people's behavior changes. Incentives change and people's behavior change. It leads to a mistake in designing the tax code. You need to take into account strategic effects, how behavior changes. Example number two, closer to home. You're designing a new curriculum for Yale. So you change the rules of the curriculum. And when analyzing it, you say, I wouldn't say this, but some people on a committee might say this, under these new rules, if we look at what people used to do, they will now do more of this and less of that, and they'll learn this and learn that. What are you missing? You're missing that students are players, and students change their behavior as you change the curriculum rules. All right? So the biggest lesson of today's class is, don't be like an accountant, partly because it's boring and you won't go on your dates, and partly because you'll miss out on these important strategic effects.